Got a lot of news about Path of Exile and Path of Exile 2 here lately come out, I guess this week, last week, and majority of it has been kind of disappointing. Come on, you piece of junk. It's Hawg, baby. How about it, y'all? You got Hawg? Thanks for stopping by. Let's talk about this Path of Exile news and all for a minute. I'm just going to try to blast through this as fast as possible. Try not to drag it out. It's a real quick announcement. Obviously, we've got the POE 2 delay that happened. We already talked about that in another video. It is what it is, right? POE 3.26 has also been delayed. That should not be new news or a surprise to anybody. If you know anything about video games and you've been playing video games, and I know there's a common sentiment or a thought or view, whatever, in the GGG or Path to Exile community that like GGG is this god company, and they might be, but they are not immune to the hardships of being a developer company, game company. They're not immune to, staffing issues. I'm not saying that any of that's going on. I'm just saying in general, they're not immune to any of the challenges that it comes with being a developing company, whether it's staffing, deadlines, or bugs or whatever, all of the above, whatever. GGG is not immune from that. So we also need to be aware that, while we are under the impression or know that there's two teams, POE 1 team, POE 2 team, it is obtuse and ridiculous and entitled to think that that team from POE 1 is not working on POE 2 right now, trying to make sure that their brand new flagship game that the entire ARPG community is foaming at the mouth waiting for to drop so we can play, that they don't have that team working on them. Like, that is the most, for a community that's full of very smart people, that is the most ridiculous thing that I'm seeing right now in all the comments. It's just everyone's pissed that they're not getting a new league. They told they'd be leagues. We were told 6-month leagues. That's the last thing I remember hearing from Mark and Jonathan. Be prepared for 6-month leagues. We're going to have to start doing that to stagger it out. But my dad's a developer. My dad writes software. I kind of understand how all this works. You're going to have all your people, especially when you have to make number 2 delay on your flagship program. You're going to have everybody that works for you on that program to get it out, not worried about the 10-year-old game that's got to push back their expansion for 2 months. We all should have seen that coming. Like, that's just anything beside that is just copium, period. Okay, so it's not coming. I'm sorry for the people that are upset that we don't get a new POE expansion. It does suck. I get it. I want to play a new POE expansion, but it really wasn't realistic to expect that. I'm not one of these guys that set myself up for disappointment. So I'm not going to be freaking out. Oh my God, it's been 3 months. We got to get a new POE league anytime. Like, no, we're getting a new POE game. So that's where everything's going, not on giving us a new season of Path to Exile. And they can call it expansion all they want to. It's a season. That's what it is. So just a reality check for everybody. Love y'all to death, but we should have all known. So they are going to reset Settlers of Calgar November 7th. You are going to get to use the lantern. They're bringing this in. I'm not real hyped about it personally because you cannot change for yourself the mods that are on here. So these pack sides and chaos orbs and regal orbs, all of these right here, mods are the same for all players. Rotate once per hour, and the same in all areas, including maps. So, opinions vary about this. If you scroll down here and look at the comments, people are pissed and happy, disappointed, boring, log in, 3 hours of fun, that's it. Sounds fun, log in, boring, don't care. It is what it is. All this time you said that league will not be longer than 3 months, you lying. Guess next year it's next year POE is alive. You kidding me? First good, the first delay in POE. Now this looks like, look. Let me leave this video with this, okay? I've been gonna make a kind of separate video about this, and I've held off about it, but we're starting to see it a little bit. There will be a fracture in this community when POE 2 comes out, and it happens in every single game. And I noticed it in Diablo, Well, I guess that's the biggest one that I've been a part of was Diablo, because I've been part of that game through majority of the evolution of its life. Uh, there are Diablo 2 players, and you probably know some. There are Diablo 2 players that hate Diablo 3 and will not play Diablo 3. There are Diablo 2 players that hate Diablo 4. There are Diablo 3 players that hate Diablo 4. There are some players that played all of them and hate Diablo 4. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is there will be Path of Exile 1 players that hate PoE 2, don't care anything about PoE 2, don't want to see PoE 2 involve the holdup of their game or the expansion release table of their game or whatever. Same goes for PoE 2. There will be PoE 2 players that hate PoE 1, want nothing to do with PoE 1, wanted to see it go away, that PoE 2 is the true Path of Exile game. All that, it's gonna happen, and it already is. So if you want to see that over on Reddit, um, go to the PoE 1 Reddit and comment or make a post about PoE 2. Watch and see what happens. It's actually been quite interesting to see. So you're going to start having this fracture. You're going to start having a bunch of people talk about, um, why is GGG doing this? It's a bunch of L's and all this. And it's just a natural evolution of a company. When they start making the next game, there's going to be a lot of toes stepped on. There's going to be a lot of complaining. And they're actually in a really bad spot right here. And there's nothing much they can do except just be honest like they've done. And this is what we have to do. We've got a big game coming out. If you want us to continue to be successful, make the next evolution of the company or whatever, this is what's got to happen. And so that's that. But everybody needs to be aware. And maybe this is a little bit of a wake up call for the entire community that the GGG is just a regular. I mean, while they are an elite gaming company, they're just that. They're a gaming company. They are not exempt from mistakes, and they're not exempt from disappointing fans, and they're not exempt from development pains and all of the stuff that we've seen from all the other developers that happen. Unfortunately, it happens to GGG also. Man, there's a lot of gnats in here for October, November. What is it, November? Anyway, I just wanted to ramble about that. We got a new Path of Exile reset coming. If you're interested in playing that, cool. POE DB, you haven't seen this, this will let you know about stash tab sales, POE 2 early access ticker, and the actual date for settlers. Right now they're looking at January 28th. That's when Settlers of Calgary will end. So far this has not been wrong, is what they're saying. So POEDB.tw if you want to take a look at that. Come join me on stream. Right now we're playing zombies on Black Ops 6 because this is a lot of fun. Actually, I'm surprised. I know this is disappointing for everybody that there's nothing to play. Okay, it is what it is. So you can come hang out with me on stream. We're farming a bunch of different games. Like we're literally just doing games rapid fire. It's so ridiculous, but we're having a good time over there. Anyway, hit like and subscribe for more Hawg content. See y'all next time.